What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks, back with our daily Apple update video, ticker symbol AAPL, where we take a look at how Apple stock traded today, key levels of support and resistance that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Apple stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let me go ahead and hit record, and we will get right into the video. So we had ourselves a red day in the markets, a decently red day for the markets, especially for Apple. And if you take a look at yesterday's video, that's kind of what we talked about, the risk of that happening, right? We're at all-time highs. We were pretty darn extended. I even covered an article yesterday talking about how May is historically not a great month for the stock market. We talked about April being a great month. We got a great month in April. May historically is not a great month for the markets. And what we talked about were kind of two scenarios, right? The first scenario was growth, which has been struggling to do well over the past few weeks, actually past few months now, right? January, February, absolutely killing it. Since then, growth has really struggled. So one thing that could happen is growth has a comeback, growth stocks, right? A lot of the stocks that are relatively newer, companies that are not well established yet, those type of names, right? That did well, since then have not been doing well. So if they start doing well again, great, we get the momentum, we can go even higher. But if we don't get that, then the chances of a pullback are very, very, very much out there, right? That's exactly what we covered yesterday. Now, not gonna say I called the pullback today, but we were kind of, let's just say I'm not super surprised by the pullback that happened. What I am surprised about a little bit though is how much Apple was impacted a little bit more than the overall market. So what I want to take a look at here first is a little bit about the market, then we'll take a look at Apple, dig deep into the technical analysis there, and then see what we see. So right here, US stock NASDAQ plunges more than 2% as investors dump growth stocks. So that's what we are getting, guys. So highly valued technology companies, including Microsoft, Google, Apple, Amazon, and Facebook, all fell between 2.3 and 4.2%. All 11 major S&P 500 sectors were down. Consumer staples fell the least. When you're at all-time highs and the market pulls back, the ones that tend to lead the downside are often the high beta stocks such as technology, right? So that's what we are talking about, guys, and that's something that we've discussed on this channel as well. Big tech has done well over the past month and is now pulling back. So let's take a look at another article here that kind of discusses, the pullback that we kind of saw today. And it was Dow Jones actually was fine. Dow Jones has been kind of the better one out of all three major indices in 2021, I'd say. S&P is at all-time highs, but I think Dow is usually the one kind of a little bit more stable. So oil and copper traded near highs, and the NASDAQ fell hardest as it surrendered a key level of support. And then if we scroll down, it talks about Apple falling a little bit more than we had kind of anticipated, right? So let's take a look here, and we'll see what we see. So Apple had itself a really red day, down $4.69 on the day, 3.54%. NASDAQ was down 1.88. Dow Jones actually green on the day. That's what I'm talking about, right? Dow Jones being Dow Jones. S&P 500 down 0.62% as well. Actually, S&P had itself a really nice recovery from a low of 411 coming back to 415. So that was definitely nice to see. A little bounce off the 21 EMA. Apple, unfortunately, did not have even close to a similar recovery as we kept falling. But if you go to other big techs, again, better recoveries than Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. But Apple's candle was a lot more red and the wick looked a little bit smaller overall. QQQ is down 1.8%. What I want to talk about here for just a second is going back to here, right? April 5th, we are right where we visited the same level we were on April 5th, and we ended right where we were April 7th. So we pretty much gave away a lot of these gains over the past month. So that's, not fun there. Let's talk about Apple, you guys. So right out of the gate looked pretty darn bloody, continued down in the pre-market, and then right out of the open, we tried to push up, right? Like that low push up to 130, 150, and then we broke. And when we broke 130, if you guys watched yesterday's video, when we broke 130, 128.50s was happening for sure. We said that yesterday, we got that. And not only that, we also went down to our next level too, you guys. Perfectly bounced, so I'm happy there. Bounced, pushed up, bounced again. So we got like 2 or 3 bounces here, and then we finally started to push up into the close. So not a great trading day for Apple, not a great trading day for the market overall. So let's see what we see here. The one good thing about today is, for those of you guys that know, I had that 131 call expiring this Friday. That was looking pretty good. I actually closed that out for about 30 cents. Just locked it in case Apple has another couple green days. I'm, okay with locking in my gains from last week, which are, over $4. So 30 cents is not too much for me to kind of give up there. So we had that bull pennant here, you guys. We ran up. 135 was that level we couldn't really break for a while. With earnings, we went as high as 137, even 139 in the after hours, and now we've been selling off. And I thought, we were going to do a little bit better than we ended up doing, if we're being 100% honest. I thought we were going to kind of continue above 130 and maybe kind of trade sideways for a little bit. And I thought that the upside for Apple was 138 to 140, and the downside for Apple was kind of this 128 to 130. Clearly, we broke below that. The good news is the 126 level held up really, really nicely. So what do we have coming up from levels of support, levels of resistance? The first level, again, level of support, 126.65. That level validated today. It's been a pretty strong level in the past, so it should be there. But before that, we've also got the 89 EMA coming at 127.37. So 127.37, 89 EMA, then 126.65, and then 123.69 is our next level of support. On the upside, now we've got a lot of resistance to break through. Again, you guys, 128.54, $130, and then the 131.50s. RSI, again, getting closer to the oversold side at 43 with that steep drop today. So not looking too great there. In the after hours, we're still down a little bit. If I had to guess, I would not be surprised if we visit the 126.60s one more time, but then we start to push up just a little bit. Now, it would surprise me if we saw a red day like today. So I think we take a little bit of a breather, maybe a debt cap bounce at the least before we start to push up, kind of like we got here. But I'm as of right now, the 126.6s is what I'm hoping we bounce from. Maybe a little bounce and then push up, or if not, then we have run room down to the 123s. One thing I want to take a look at in the S&P, you guys, is how fast we rose in the S&P and how much downside there still is. Not pessimistic, just like to see everything that's out there. So for me personally, a test of 400 is not totally out of the question. And that would imply, a decent bit downside. And I'm hoping that we find support, but just in the back of my mind, I'm like, look, since we got above 400, we really tested 420 and could not break it. So I think 420 is going to be our immediate resistance. And then we do have some solid support. I think we have support at 410. We got support a little bit above here at 411, 412 area too. But if we break below that 400 test, could be happening. Regarding Apple, closed out that covered call, continuing to hold my shares as always, because long-term bullish on Apple and not looking to get rid of that there. So that's my opinion, you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I'm hoping for a little bit turnaround, maybe a little red to green this week. And then we maybe end the week between 128 and 130. That's my guess. Now, the way the market traded today and the way we're looking in the after hours, we could see another small red day. So just kind of keep an eye on those support and resistance levels and make sure you use those to trade. I also put on a vertical put spread today, 125, 120 going out to May. So we'll see how that holds out. I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. But yeah, that's all I had for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below what your thoughts on Apple are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.